Have you ever wondered how someone could create an epic dance married to the music of Bach? Well, let's meet Avree Walker and see how he did it.
Well, my name is Avree Walker, and I'm originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm a dancer, choreographer, and educator. I teach at Las Vegas Academy of the Arts full-time. I'm the artistic director for Live Arts Institute, which is a pre-professional training program in the city of Las Vegas. And I also dance nightly at Vegas The Show on the Strip.
What led you to pursue your career in choreography?
Well, I think from the time that I started dancing, I always had a parallel interest in choreography. I was fascinated by dance because of choreography. And so I think that my education in both just remained as I continued to grow as a dancer.
Which do you like better, dance or choreography?
Oh man, I really, Alvin Ailey said it best. Dancing is where it's at. You know, it's like when you're dancing and you have the opportunity to be the vessel, there's no other feeling. You know, you can't really compare anything to that. So visceral, so human, to be alive and, you know, making a difference, you know, because of the art that you're making with your body. You know, it's a feeling that's unmatched. And being the choreographer, it's just, you have a different responsibility. So I would say, I mean, I love them both equally. You know, but obviously, like I said, the responsibilities are different.
Can you tell us about the theme or the stories behind this work you've put together?
Sure. So the work that I've created for Ohio Contemporary Ballet is called Eternal. And in my beginning discussions with Maggie, she expressed that she wanted a, you know, grand piece and something that would really be inspirational to the audience and, you know, lift us up as we continue to navigate through sometimes not so pleasant moments in our current, you know, state of the world. And so I said, well, what can I make that's going to bring some joy to the people of Cleveland and, you know, anybody that gets an opportunity to see the work. And so as I've developed movement and, you know, of course, finding the music for the piece, I began to be inspired by thoughts of the skies and the stars and the sun and the moon and the enormous value that that we have for these supernatural beings, I would say, you know, because our existence is truly dependent on the functions of the sun and the moon, and then the stars and the skies are just all wrapped up into that fold. And so I thought that if Maggie wants something big, you can't go any bigger than than the atmosphere and what's around us.
So you decided to shoot for the moon.
I decided to shoot for the moon. Absolutely, and the stars. Yeah, absolutely.
Choreography, we talked about it for a minute. So much of what your job is happens without people ever seeing you at work. What do you think people misunderstand about what it is you do?
Well, I think sometimes people think that the choreographer is it's a one-man job or solo operation. And really, I think a skilled choreographer knows that you have to really depend on the people that you have in the room, all the way down to the rehearsal director, obviously the dancers in the space. You have the costume designers, the lighting designers, obviously the artistic director who you want to fulfill their vision, you know, because they've entrusted their company and the visibility of their company and the type of reputation that they have is they've entrusted it to you. And so I think people think that it's really just about what my idea is, but you really have to be a collaborator. And you have to, people don't realize how much of a team player you have to be as a choreographer, at least if you are going to be, what my opinion of success would be, or to be successful, you have to know how to navigate many moving parts beyond just what the dancing steps are. That's probably one of the only parts you can control. It's like the steps that you create, but you really have to be a collaborator so people, I think people would be well informed to know that.
How does creating movement help you say things you couldn't say in other ways?
I feel like I know one language, English, but in dance, I feel like what I'm able to share and say is endless. I feel like I'm fluent in so many movement languages, and so that is encouraging to know that I'm able to communicate in so many different ways through dance that I am kind of limited through spoken language. It's like I feel endless and infinite and eternal.
Well, that's a great answer. I never really, it transcends language.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
For someone who doesn't understand dance at all, why do you think movement matters in their life?
Life is movement. Everything that's happening around us is moving because movement generates energy, which generates blah, 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 blah. And so I think that to understand dance is to understand life. I think they go two in the same. Yeah, dance is really, I think, seen best and reflected best when it's talking about life, because they're one and the same. You know, dance exists because life exists.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of these, because, well, I'm shooting another one next week. See you soon.